Now introducing Camp Roger and Camp Scotty's new video series, Operation Bring Light.
Hi everybody, I'm Michelle Padilla from Camp Roger, and I'm really excited to do some cooking with you today. It's one of my favorite hobbies, and I'm really excited to do it with you and your family. We're gonna make some Tater Tot Casserole today, and that's one of the favorite meals in the summertime. We're gonna make it a little bit differently than we normally do in the summer, but I'll let you know what those differences are when we come to them. So we've got some ground beef here, about a pound of it, already thawed. A can of cream of mushroom soup, it's one of the 10-ounce cans. A half an onion diced. This actually isn't normally in Tater Tot Casserole in the summertime, but I personally really like onion, so we'll be putting it into this dish. Of course, the tater tots. Some cheese. This cheese is Colby Jack, but you could use cheddar or pepper jack or whatever cheese you like. And some corn that will go inside. That's what we've got over here on the side. Some spices that we're going to use. We're going to use garlic salt. Normally we just use regular salt in the summer, but we're going to spice it up. Pun absolutely intended. And some black pepper. We have a pan here, 9x13. I put some foil in it to make cleanup a lot easier and faster. Some gloves we're going to use later for a special part of the process. And some of the cooking spray as well as some foil to go over the top when it goes into the oven. So let's get started here. I'm gonna bring our ground beef over to the pan here that's been warming up for just a few minutes. And we're gonna get that ground beef browned here. Once our ground beef is brown, we'll throw in the onion and kind of saute the onion in with the beef here. This will take a few minutes. I don't really know how many minutes, but it'll take a few. You'll know when it's done. I'm gonna put in some of our garlic salt. There's no exact measurement for this. It's really just based on taste and what you and your family prefer. Get that mixed in a little bit here. Oh, I can smell it. It smells really tasty. All right, and a little bit of the pepper. This is a huge container of pepper. I like pepper too, so we'll probably add a decent amount of that. Alrighty. All right. We're almost all brown, just a little bit of pink left, but we want to make sure all that pink is gone. Okay, our beef is basically all brown, and now to this, we're going to add the onions. Gotta get all those onions in there, perfect. We're gonna let those soften up and turn a little translucent. They'll start to look see-through rather than white. That's when we know that they're cooked. All right, we'll let the onions keep cooking a little bit longer here. It doesn't take the onions very long. Onions cook pretty fast. We don't want to burn them. Like I said before, the onions are not necessary. If you want to just do ground beef, that is totally fine. All right, some of the onions are starting to look translucent, which is great, but we're gonna cook it just a bit longer to make sure that the rest of them can kind of catch up. And then we'll actually bring this pan over to our 9x13 pan to finish the process. This is a really easy meal to make. There's not many steps, not many ingredients, and it tastes super yummy. All right, we're looking pretty good here, so we're going to turn off our heat. and bring our mixture here of ground beef and onions over to our 9x13 pan and just dump it right inside. We're going to give it a quick chance to kind of cool off a bit. Good. Got it all out of there. Just stick the pan over here. I'm just going to spread it out to let it cool down just a touch. Don't be nervous if when you do spread it out like this, if it looks like not enough. It will be enough. The camp cook told me to let everyone know that it may not seem like it covers the bottom of the pan, but that is okay because we're going to actually mix it with that cream of mushroom soup. That's where these gloves come in. So in the summer, when tater tot casserole is made, the kitchen staff will actually, instead of mixing it with a spoon or a spatula or something, they will actually mix it with gloves, just with their hands. So we're gonna do that today. Before I put my other glove on though, I'm gonna quick get this cream of mushroom soup into the pan here. Just like this. Oh, I missed the bunch at the bottom. One more. Awesome. Okay. So we're gonna put these gloves on. It's still a little steamy, but we're gonna give it a shot. Get my gloves on here. There we go. All right. And you just mix it with your hands. It's not as hot as I thought it would be, actually. Maybe the cream of mushroom soup helped. So you just mix it together. Once I'm done mixing it, I will take my gloves off and then pick up the pan and show you what it looks like. We're actually pretty good. It's pretty mixed up here. So I'm gonna kind of spread it out a little bit, make sure that we're all even on the bottom of the pan here. Good, almost there. Alrighty, take my gloves off. Awesome, good. So here's what it looks like with just the ground beef and the cream of mushroom soup in the bottom. Ooh, sliding a little bit. So it'll just cover the bottom of the pan just like this. Slide it back. Good. Now the next step is to sprinkle corn over the top. And the beauty of this part is that you can put however much corn on as you want. In the summer, typically we just do like one nice layer. So I'll try to do exactly that here. So we're just gonna sprinkle some corn. I probably have more in this bowl than what I'm actually gonna use. So I'll show you what it looks like after I'm done here. That looks like about enough. So this is what our pan looks like with the corn inside, just one little layer over the top there. And next is the tater tots here. So we're gonna take the tater tots and again, just kind of layer them over the top here. So I'm not gonna really do that in any sort of like pretty way. I'm just gonna go for it and put these tater tots all over the top here. Make sure to fill in all of the little gaps and evenly spread them out. I probably wish I bought maybe another thing of tater tots, but you know what? It is what it is. Yeah, there's totally more usually in the summer. Okay, so those are all of our tater tots. I just had one package with me. Normally in the summer we have a little bit more, but this will be good for what we're making today. So we've got our tater tots, and lastly, we've got some of the cheese. So again, like the corn, you can put on as much cheese as you want. I am a cheese lover, so I'm gonna be a bit generous with the cheese here. Almost there. All right, we got the cheese on. So before we stick this in the oven, we're gonna cover it with our tin foil, but this is pretty important. This will start to bubble and it'll actually rise just like a touch. So in case it does that, we're gonna take our foil and we're gonna spray the back of it with this cooking spray, because otherwise the cheese will stick and then your whole layer will just peel off. So make sure that if you do want to cover it with tin foil, you just give it a quick spray, just like that. We'll take it and just put it over right like this. Seal the sides. And we are ready to put this in the oven. The oven will be at 350 and it can stay in for about 25 to 30 minutes. If you want your tater tot casserole to be a little bit crispier, after about 15-20 minutes you can take off the top of the tin foil and then just leave it in the oven with no cover, and that'll help the top to crisp up a bit. So we're gonna stick it right inside here. And we'll set our timer for about 25 minutes. All right, it's done. It's ready to come out of the oven. We're gonna just come over here. Oh, it's hot. Alrighty. Grab it. Oh, look at that. Look at it bubbling. That's the end product. Cheesy on top with some tater tots. And it's really, really hot, so you're gonna wanna let it cool down before you enjoy it. Thanks for cooking with me today. I had a lot of fun, and I would like to hear how this goes with you and your family. I'd like to hear any changes that you make or ingredients that you add. Tell me all of the things. I'd love to hear it. Thanks again for cooking with me, and I'll see you next time.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching and tuning in today to Operation Bring Light. Remember to like, subscribe, and follow along for more video on our YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Thanks, see you next time.